Hello, Raider.
I love opening the podcast, and I feel like my life is in terror.
Your life is in terror?
What's up, everybody? It's Greg, host of the Arc of Wrestling podcast. Joining me today, we got Wesley.
Howdy.
We got John.
Your life feels like a Batman at an airport?
A Batman.
Is it a black man?
He's
Oh.
a black man airport. He's like an air trolley.
I thought you were doing some
Alright.
skit right there. And Mike.
I want to give a big shout out to my big homie, Anquan Bolden.
And Jonesy, but he's currently away on the shitter, probably.
Wait, I got this.
Oh, there's Jonesy's asshole speaking to us right now.
Speaking to us from beyond the grave.
Yes. Well, guys, we are 1 week away from WWE Hell in a Cell, which is on
We're 2 weeks away.
We are 2 weeks away.
Greg?
What?
Pass it over and pass the torch.
Nah, we're not. We're rolling with this. We are 2 weeks away from WWE Hell in a Cell. Little under two.
We're
It's on
2
the
weeks away.
Fine. We're 2 weeks away from
away.
Hell in a Cell. And,
We are 12 months away from Hell in a Cell.
we are approximately 13 days away from Hell in a Cell. Anyways, we got, after last week's ridiculous show, we are, oh, is that
Ew.
Jonesy?
Or is that Jonesy's arsehole still?
Oh, that was Jonesy's asshole.
Oh my god.
We are welcomed this week from Atlanta, Georgia,
Hotlanta.
the home of WrestleMania 27.
And also that other thing I
Faggots.
hear.
And Matt Ryan.
The KKK?
No. Jesus Christ. WCW.
Oh,
was
yes,
not-
WCW.
Jesus was not born in Atlanta,
He's
alright?
Middle Eastern, John. God.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought
here's a nice stat for you guys. I believe it was last week. TNA officially has lasted longer than WCW.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That shit's crazy.
From when their companies officially became legitimate, because there are like dates beforehand that they've put on shows under the WCW brand, but when the company was legitimate, we have now reached a point where TNA has a better lifespan than WCW.
How does this make you feel, Jonesy, that TNA has been around for years?
I am indifferent to this.
Are you?
All right.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know,
Michael?
Jonesy. Michael.
Michael.
Maggle?
Do you really want me to follow that up with your real name?
Michael.
What?
You really
Anyways.
want to- Never
My
mind.
name is Trent.
Trent Beretta.
I am Trent.
Wesley
I am
My name-
Trent.
My name is Johnny.
from New Legacy.
My name
Greg is Phil.
Phil.
Phil Brooks.
My name is Armando. I just put on the fake American accent.
Oh,
Just so I can stay in this state.
Okay.
Do you want to talk me so?
Let's get on some track here.
Ole!
Please, Brown.
WWE Monday Night Raw. We are in
Hello, Dorito.
Hot Atlanta tonight. Going into the show, we had some rumors come about of maybe Ric Flair joining us for the evening. I'm just throwing that out there right now. That did not happen. And also going in this, we have still what the match is. It's Dean Ambrose versus John Cena. The winner faces Seth Rollins, and that is a contract on the pool match. Here's the thing: we start off Monday Night Raw with Dean Ambrose in the ring, cutting a Dean Ambrose promo, and
And all of his promos are not the same. How he wants to kill Seth Rollins.
yeah, he wants
Eddie
to eliminate Seth Rollins.
I mean,
And-
they're interesting, but they're all the same.
Yeah. And he calls out John Cena instead because of Cena getting involved too much in Ambrose's shenanigans against Seth Rollins. Anyways,
I'd rather have Dean Ambrose do the same promos, but have some personality behind them instead of the same boring, bland promos of your favorite wrestler, Roman Reigns.
Why are you bringing Roman Reigns up right now?
Because he said
Roman James?
He's injured. Roman Reigns. He shouldn't.
Roman Baines.
He shouldn't be a
Roman
topic
Reigns.
right now. As long as he's off TV, you
Because-
shouldn't be
because-
talking about him.
Because John said his promos are all the same. And I said, they can be all the same, but at least they have personality behind them.
Here's the thing.
Unlike somebody who does the same promos with no personality.
I feel the reason why Ambrose's promos are all the same is, one, they're probably scripted to the full extent. I mean, not completely. I feel Ambrose tonight, he probably broke away from this script once or twice, a couple times, but he's still heavily scripted when he's going out there. I don't think that it'd be, feels comfortable him going out there and saying what he wants. And also, I feel that Ambrose is very limited with the PG product. Go look at some of his indie promos; they were phenomenal, but he did a lot of things that you probably couldn't do on a PG product like WWE has. So I feel there's a lot of restrictions behind Ambrose when it comes to
Can
his
we have
cutting promo-wise.
Can we have an Ambrose pipe bomb?
Oh, I love that. I'd absolutely love it. I don't know if I don't know what's gonna happen though.
I'm a hot piece of garbage.
Whoa.
Feed me.
So we get this opening segment. Cena cuts a decent promo on Ambrose, I would say. Serious Cena this time around.
Yay!
I like Serious Sam.
Serious
Serious Cena.
Serious
Sam?
Cena, where he cuts the same promo over and over just to get a point across.
I'm
Yeah.
a man. I'm a big
He
strong
repeat,
man.
I think he repeated the same line like 6 times.
I am a man.
I've heard him say this. The line, "You have to get past me, Jack." And like every promo he's ever cut.
Brother.
God, there was one part of it that I can't remember exactly what he said, but he should have said it a lot differently because it would have come off as more of a threat than like just a bland fucking statement. And it just irked the hell out of me. I was like, "Are you fucking serious, Mr. Veteran?"
Oh,
You're
Mr.
straight
Yeah.
across, right?
I mean, at least they're finally portraying Cena as a veteran rather than just like the top dog of the company.
Yeah.
And
At least they're finally putting his accolades behind him rather than just kind of completely ignoring the fact that Cena won the WWE Championship 3 months ago and now he's winning it again.
You do realize they mentioned Cena mentioning his 15-time reigns, right?
Yeah, they're gonna keep
I've
on
been to the
repeating
top
it.
of the mountain 15 times.
I've been there 15.
I've been to the mountaintop.
They're gonna repeat that until people are sick and tired and want to see him win it
Oh,
for a
the
16th time.
He's gonna win it for the 17th time.
We'll see about that, Mike.
It's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Come on.
but wait, how can Cena be on top of the mountain if he's never won a King of the Mountain match?
Ooh.
John, you just reminded me of something. Remind me to ask you at the end of the show.
Fucking got him.
I've been to the danger zone.
I had an idea for something, but I got distracted when I was gonna ask you. Anyways,
And Cena also
Okay.
hasn't won. Cena also hasn't won King of the Ring.
Ooh,
Oh.
fucking double got him.
Can't be him. Yeah, he can't be king of the mountain. He's not
Sheamus won King of the Ring. Let's.
Yeah.
Let's,
So Sheamus is the top dog
You know-
right now.
You know who was one King of the Ring, Greg?
Who?
Booker T.
William Regal.
That's
Hell
true.
yes, he did. He
I was
fucking deserved it too.
right before he screwed up his push.
I watched that promo he has before his match with Cesaro, and he essentially just goes, "I fucked up so many times."
Anyways,
Oh, by the way, we're gonna get a ripe, fresh main event tonight. Right? Isn't that right, Seth McMahon?
Yep, ripe, fresh.
So
So
it's ripe, fresh.
so does Triple H treat? Damn it! Does Triple H cheat on Stephanie McMahon with Seth Rollins?
it would seem so.
Because the way Triple H talks about Seth is kind of a creepy guy.
I'm gonna fuck him.
A creepy, obsessive way.
Yeah.
God damn,
Anyway.
the kid's the golden boy of the future.
Well, he's got
Speaking Speaking
Where's
of
that money in the bank.
Speaking of golden showers,
speaking of Triple H,
Wow.
he comes out along with
Speaking
Stephanie
of coming all over the
McMahon,
screen,
and Stephanie. They pretty much say they make a bet, wondering if Cena and Ambrose are gonna fight each other in this tag match that they are now going to fight in against the Usos and the Dust Bros in a opening three-way tag match, which I was kind of surprised to see because I feel like we haven't seen a three-way tag match in a while. It was something fresh, something to mix it up a bit.
It was ripe fresh.
Right, fresh.
Ripe fresh? No, fresh.
first.
Fresh.
So
Fresh.
I completely forgot about our format, our new format.
Do we have?
You did.
So going into this opening match of Raw.
It's too late now. We've already.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not too late.
It's
Not too
late.
late.
Fuck
I'm
it.
the host of the podcast. I can do
We've
whatever
already
the fuck I
fucked it
want.
up.
You could
Guys,
start over.
I am gonna ask you right now. We're not starting
Welcome
We
over.
are the
Fuck
Oakland
that.
Raiders of
Welcome to
podcast.
the
right now.
welcome to the Arc of Wrestling podcast. I'm your host John.
What's good about Monday Night Raw? And I'm gonna open it up with
faggot.
this. I'm gonna open it up with this triple
Nope.
threat match. This
Fucking
not
stop.
triple threat.
Nope.
This three-way match because I believe it was a
Nope.
really good match. John, what did you think about this three-way match?
This three-way match was pretty good. People saying no.
I know, right?
It was pretty. I mean, I'm upset that Cena and Ambrose won. I
Nope.
don't think that should have happened.
Did you think they were gonna lose?
Yes.
I thought Ambrose was gonna hit Cena the dirty deeds. That's a DT down cold.
Well, I kind of thought that this is a point I'm going to bring up during the bad section, but they do this a lot now, and they're having champions get pinned, and there's no compensation for the people who pin them.
Where have you been?
It's great.
This isn't a new thing.
Well, no, I mean yeah, they've been doing it constantly, but like.
But now you kind of need to build up your titles again.
Yeah, you're hurting your championships every single time. I'm gonna bring it up in the later segment. John, what else was good about Raw?
What was good about Raw is we had one of those crazy character development promo videos.
Oh yes, with
Bray Wyatt.
yeah.
And now I'm creeped out by Bray Wyatt again.
Babies.
Thank God, because he's lost a ton of momentum ever since he got squashed by Cena and the rest of them week after week.
Also, I'm pretty sure he set the barn on fire and then rocked back and forth in it and died. So rest in peace, Bray Wyatt.
And died.
This podcast is a memorial for you.
Yeah.
And before
Just
he
like-
messages us, and before he tweets us and goes, I'm not dead.
Do you remember? Do you remember when I did that on the award show last year? When I went ripping people hate.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Let me.
Wesley.
Okay. Wesley,
what did you?
what was good about Monday Night Raw?
What was good about Monday Night Raw in this
Wesley,
format
what's
that
good
we are
about Monday
doing
Night
for
Raw?
this podcast? This is a great format for this podcast. We didn't fuck anything up.
Nope.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Edit everything out.
What did I think was great about this Raw? This Raw had a great athlete on it who didn't even technically compete in a match tonight. Technically. Damien
TNA?
Sandow.
Ah, yes. Damien Sandow being another star of the week with his performance during the Miz Sheamus match, and it looks like we are going to be getting more of Sheamus Miz going forward because it looks like
Yeah.
that's what the feud is going to be. But here's a question: do you think that this is going to be giving Sandow a push? Possibly?
Yes.
You think Miz is going to end up winning the United States Championship, leading to Sandow to...
I reckon Damien Sandow will win the Intercontinental US Championship.
Yep.
You think that's going to happen?
Yeah, they'll be put into a triple threat match.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a smart idea. Yeah, I think that'd be interesting.
And then you can turn Sandow babyface midway through the match.
Yep.
Because we all know that dirty heel Sheamus bullies people.
I wonder how a face Sandow would work when he's not copying the Miz. You know, like I wonder how they're gonna pull it off. Are they gonna give him back the intellectual savior gimmick? They gonna make him do the cartwheel again?
I mean, he's still the intellectual savior on the WWE app.
On Sandow 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really, he's building to something at least.
Well, guess what? This isn't Sandow 60. This is WWE Raw.
Yeah.
Raw.
Presented by Susan D. Komen, and we taking all your money.
Yep.
Lolly law.
Take all your money and use it on stuff you don't want us to use it on.
Hey Jonesy.
Yes.
What was good about Monday Night Raw?
It didn't suck like the Raw 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago.
There's a cat in a bowl on the TV screen.
That's a great point. You want to know a point that I made in chat? I think it was at the halfway mark on Raw. It was an hour and 30 minutes in, and I came to the realization that we spent more time watching wrestling than anything else that was happening on that show. I was amazed. Let me give you a rundown of the first just opening matches up to the midway point. We had a 15-minute match almost with John Cena, Ambrose, the Usos, and the Dust Bros. A minute match with AJ Lee and Layla versus Paige and Alicia Fox.
Well,
A 20-minute match with Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton.
well,
And a 15-minute match with Seth Rollins and Jack Swagger. That takes up a really good chunk of the show, excluding all the commercials. And excluding some of the video packages that they throw in right before, right after they come to commercial. I thought they were really timing the show very well throughout this. They were really cutting short the promos. They were keeping things in the arena. That's what I liked. A lot of it, they had a couple backstage promos, but when they did it, they grouped them together. Rather than, spreading them around the show willy-nilly. So they kept things They kept things in the arena for long periods of time, and when they needed to bring it back to the backstage, they grouped it all together so people could use the bathroom, and they could, rest for a little bit, and then they went straight back into the matches. I think Rusev and Big Show had a really long match, 14 minutes. The main event also went, its way as well. So
the main event felt like
It went its way.
yeah, so
Its own way.
I thought WWE booked this show really well because was it good wrestling? That's up to what your standards are, but it was wrestling. It was a wrestling show for one fucking week. That's something good, I guess.
Wrestling.
Now you know what you get on SmackDown? 2.5 hours of promos.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's
it's
good.
2.5 hours of Raw recap.
Yeah, exactly.
Presented to you by Mountain Dew.
Mike, what
Yes.
was
Yes,
good about Monday Night Raw?
Todd Chrisley being in the crowd for 3 seconds. Waste the camera time.
No, I said good, not bad.
That was a good thing though because he wasn't on there for 10 minutes.
I guess his segment didn't eat up. I mean, they did ask him a bunch of questions.
Oh, and Ambrose telling Cena he's a piece of trash. It was great.
Garbage.
And
Cena was getting some heat this week. That crowd was nicely firmly against Cena. I mean, there was the good chunk of Cena fans there.
Firm.
Oh, here's something
Hello,
good
firm.
about Monday Night Raw. The Atlanta
Good.
crowd. The Atlanta crowd was great tonight.
You know what? I just realised something.
What?
They didn't chant CM Punk.
They
CM
didn't.
Punk. CM Punk.
Well, maybe really quietly during AJ's entrance, but her music probably drowned it out.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. I didn't hear it, so they didn't chant it.
Yep, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
You know what I think happened?
What?
Stephanie McMahon came out before the show started Instead of they all chanted CM Punk, they were all being trapped in a barn during a tornado.
Too soon.
This is Georgia, not
Wow.
Kansas.
No, it's just it came out and said if you actually don't chant it, maybe the Braves will win this year.
Maybe the Falcons will be good next week.
That's not gonna happen.
I know.
Maybe the racist baseball team will do good.
Yeah. Fucking asshole.
The Redskins?
No, the Braves. You can't. You
Braves.
can't.
How are the Braves racist?
They're fucking. I don't know. They have
Mm.
tomahawk chop.
Yeah, because the tomahawk chop, that's kind of racist.
I instantly presume that's.
That'd be hilarious if that became something that Big Show did.
Oh,
This is
God.
going-
I hope not.
What big?
Even the fucking tomahawk chop. Fuck off.
Would he be? Would the Big Show be the Big Longbow?
Yes.
Shut
That'd
the
be his Indian name,
fuck
Yes.
off.
Chief Longbow.
Chief Longbow.
Greg, I'm gonna drive to fucking California, and I'm gonna drown you in whatever water is left.
Hey Wesley,
That's hard.
what was bad about Monday Night Raw? What fickled your pickle?
Usually things that Greg,
Okay.
usually things that pickle my pickle are good.
Oh,
Harley Quinn and cosplay.
Yeah, you fucking walked into that one, buddy. What did I think was bad about Raw?
That's
We're
what
not
they tell
good.
us.
Um,
What did you think was bad about this Raw?
well, can it be like kind of associated with Raw?
as long as it has something to do with Raw, I don't give a shit.
Okay. What I thought was bad was Twitter's reaction to the quote-unquote bet between Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, and everybody thought it involved pegging.
Pegging.
And
So, pegging.
Greg, do you want me to explain what pegging is? When a man and a woman love each other very much,
With a strap on.
They start
The
to
woman-
make
the
furniture.
woman,
Did Twitter
woman-
think that they're gonna have a live sex celebration during
No,
Raw?
they thought that it was involving either
furniture.
anal or pegging, so...
He then takes the peg.
Is this in reference to Howard Stern asking Stephanie McMahon if she ever tried anal?
Oh,
yeah,
maybe, probably.
probably. I tweeted about it too.
Anyways, so that's yours, John.
What I thought bad about this.
Remember, the let's leave the second to last segment to the ugly
Oh.
segment.
Okay, good. That's everyone's on that one. Everyone's-
I need to let you guys know that before the show starts. That's my mistake.
What I thought bad was the main event match.
Really?
Like most contracts on the pole matches, utterly stupid.
When's the last time you've seen a contract on a bull match?
2006 maybe?
Oh. Let me check. You mean in WWE, don't you?
In general,
Oh, then last year in TNA.
did they have a contract on a bull last year?
Oh, they did. Here's my thing about contract on pole matches. Those kind of matches require you to wrestle strong style, I would think. Because any downtime that you have, your opponent should be going after the contract. And how did WWE approach this situation? Well, they just kept on saying Ambrose was a lunatic, and that he wanted to prove a point to John Cena.
Lunatic Fringe.
And I was kind of bothered by that
Lunatic
because
fridge.
you would think Ambrose would do anything to get his hands on Rollins, and he said over and over again that he just doesn't give a shit about Cena. So why does he suddenly want to prove something to Cena during a match where he just wants to get the contract?
Because Cena's a veteran, kid. You need to
Yeah.
prove yourself to the
He needs
biggest
to
veteran
prove
in your
himself
career.
to the veteran.
And so these kind of matches, I think they would be a little bit better as with the strong style sort of wrestling, where wrestlers aren't trying to sell their moves
But I'm
constantly,
excited.
and that they're literally kicking the shit out of them. And so when someone actually goes down, they could get the contract, and it could be a really good match.
Also, this was billed as a no holds barred,
This was
and there was absolutely nothing about it that
There were
could
no
ever be.
bars
There
at
were no
all.
bars. Yeah, there were no bars
They weren't barred.
either.
Well-
Yeah.
All the holds were allowed. I'm disappointed.
They could have just said it was a no DQ match.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Greg, that would have been the easy thing to do.
I think no holds barred to them just sounds cooler. And to them, there's no rules as to what's the difference between each match because they fucking change it all the time.
Just like, hey guys, we're gonna call DQs and tag matches because your partner made a say. Even it's funny how they started using that rule a year ago. The last 20 years, it was non-existent.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, it matters.
Jonesy,
Yeah.
excluding the second to last segment, what was bad
What,
about
the Divas
Monday?
match?
Yes.
Aw, you took my answer.
What else was bad about Monday Night Raw?
Rip in peace, Bad News Barrett.
Yeah, he did. I tell you, he did.
Well, let's see. What was the most boring? I don't know, commentary maybe?
Yeah, commentary, especially during that Sheamus and Miz match, when Michael Cole started snorting because he couldn't stop laughing so much.
Last thing.
At least Florida Georgia Line was on commentary.
Michael, I wrestled in
probably
the Hell in a Cell, Michael.
I probably would have rage quit life.
Michael.
All right,
Whoa.
on to the Ugly Claire Lynch Memorial.
You didn't get my bad segment of the week.
Ooh.
Who are you again?
Yeah, who are you again?
You
I am
what's wrong?
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
Mike.
Do you know who I am?
Have you seen these calves?
Mike.
No.
Have you seen your
All right,
mother?
cool. So the Ugly.
My bad segment of the week is the reincarnation of Maya Angelou in the Diva segment.
We're gonna get to the Diva segment. Calm down. I want to talk about it too.
Not the Maya Angelou.
to the ugly Claire Lynch Memorial segment of the night.
She never did anything to you.
We got the Total
innocent,
Divas
Mama.
match. We got the Total Divas match with Nene Leakes. Is that her name?
Nene.
Nene Leakes.
Oh, like a
Damn it.
basketball
The
player?
basketball player for the Wizards?
Who isn't wearing pink, by the way. I was going to expect that they were going to flash her with pink.
Because she loves cancer, Greg.
She's
One thing I noticed, she's fucking makes all the divas look like little babies. Because she's a tall fucking black woman.
Yeah.
That's
She's,
racist.
and she told me
what you would call an Amazon.
Yeah.
She's what you She's what you have called an Adam's apple.
And I
She
believe...
practices pegging.
We're gonna get all the hate mail
And I am
from
in
this
the
episode.
and I'm in the belief that they are officially getting tired of the Brie Bella Nikki feud.
You think?
I think they closed it.
Well, yeah, they okay. First
They
off,
just shoved it into a 6-minute match.
this was the shortest match of the night. No, was it? I think
No.
the other Divas match was. This was the second shortest match of the night. Granted, there was more people in this match. They had Brie Bella pin Nikki Bella with the Bella Buster. What? They couldn't have Brie pin Cameron or Summer, who was also in that match. They couldn't have Nikki cover Naomi because she's black. I don't know.
She's black.
Wow.
Impossible to black people.
Why did they have Brie cover
Games.
Nikki? If they're gonna do this match at the pay-per-view, why are you already putting over Brie? This hasn't
Because
worked
she's
out
like, fuck you.
before
and then-
when you've done the same tactic.
because Nikki's
Because
probably
fuck
going to
reasons.
win next week. On Raw.
Because
Probably going to
Greg.
get the upper hand
Because
then.
Greg.
And then boom. We're leading into the pay-per-view.
Because Greg. Remote.
Yeah. Fucking knock off.
So,
Oh
yeah,
my god.
What the f...
That was fucking horrifying.
Did Brie Bella just have, like, a seizure and a stroke at the same time?
Trigger!
I don't know.
It's like she had a stroke, a seizure, and got hit by a bus all at the same time.
Dude, she's gonna be tasting
That
pennies
sounds like John.
hardcore.
I hear if you got 100 pennies, you get $1.
Oh my god.
Welcome to
Anyways,
the Science Corner. Eat 100 pennies, you'll shit out $1.
that was Monday Night Raw.
And become British, it's true.
Would you guys
Looks like copper.
What'd you guys feel Monday Night Raw? Now that we've gone over the good and the bad.
You didn't get anybody else's clearly ugly moment of the week.
No, there's only one.
You don't know that. Mine might have been
And Greg
different.
fix it.
There's only one. That's why I exclude one segment out of talking until the end.
Okay.
So
We need
what
to write these down.
what did you guys feel of this Monday Raw?
I felt hurt.
Monday Raw.
This
I love
Monday Raw.
Monday Raw.
I felt like a piece of me was just taken from my body.
You didn't like? Well, you only watched the last half hour. You watched.
You asked how I felt.
You watched the bad part of Raw.
I'm telling you how I felt, Greg.
The rest of it was actually pretty good.
Let me vent.
I'm letting you vent, Mike.
Some of us actually watched
Vente.
Raw.
John, what did you think?
Get out. Vent.
I'm not going anywhere.
I thought this Raw was on 7.5 out of 10. It fell off towards the end there.
Yeah. They stayed pretty consistent through most of that Raw, and it ended up, they lost their
Small flippy
consistency.
And they shit the bed.
Jonesy, can I get a grande instead of a vente?
Yes, but it'll be $5 more, sir.
Duh.
Venti is the biggest one. No. It was
Don't
Grande.
tell him that.
Then
I don't want a giant coffee.
What you do, sir?
No.
You want that vente?
Would you like our plastic cup too, sir?
Wesley, did you like Raw as well?
Did I like Raw, John?
I think you did.
Okay, yeah, I liked it.
Oh my god. Jonesy, how about you?
Well, I enjoyed it. I somehow made it through 3 hours of Raw without wanting to cut myself. So
Nice.
Yeah, that's usually a regular thing.
As opposed to cutting yourself after 3 hours of Bound for Glory last night.
Oh,
I
God.
didn't bother.
Talk about hot garbage.
Oh yeah, let's. You guys want to talk about Bound for Glory?
Speaking of cancer, Bound for Glory.
Or do you want to talk about NXT really quick?
Let's talk about NXT.
Let's talk about NXT and then we'll go into Bound for Glory. NXT, we
It
get.
was awful.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. We had Tyler Breeze
Alright,
go.
good talk then.
We had Tyler Breeze go over Mojo Rawley and
Mojo Rawley sucks.
completely
Fucking
squash of a
stupid.
match.
Tyler
He just
Breeze
wasn't hype
sucks.
enough.
We have the backstage segment with Enzo and Big Cass tracking down William Regal to try to get Carmella a tryout match,
Oh.
and they end up giving Carmella the go. I think she's gonna be wrestling next week.
Do you hear that? It's just not nobody caring.
Hideo Itami versus Victor, in which
fucking
ended up
sucked this
being
week.
the worst match of the night because Hideo was off some weird groove.
It was all that wacky tobacco he was smoking in the back.
Yeah, dude.
He botched 3 drop kicks.
He botched 2 drop kicks and one was designed to look that way.
And, well, okay, then
Wait, what?
I've never heard of a single leg drop kick.
It's
You've never heard of
literally
this?
what most people do.
Yeah.
But that's apparently his finisher then. Because Hideo went with a single leg drop kick. That did
It
not
should
look
hit the
good.
TTS.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
Funaki gets attacked. And,
No.
Everything's
No.
Funaki.
Funaki
No,
gets raped.
Funaker.
yeah,
Oh,
Funaki got raped backstage by Connor.
Gross.
they hit the fallen man on Funaki and that ends up having him go to the hospital.
He's
I got to
Some
hospital.
Hospital.
He's no
I
longer
went to
SmackDown
hospital
number
again
1.
after I was falling on my
Brother.
face.
He's no longer SmackDown number 1 announcer. He's the number 2 announcer.
Enzo and Big Cass come out, cutting a promo on the Vaudevillains, calling them time travelers. They're also a solid
Oh, man,
Hey
what an
Arnold
insult.
reference in there.
Man,
Oh, man.
fucking insult. You guys have mastered time and space.
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
Calm down, Marty.
And this leads into a big Vaudevillains Enzo Amore Big Cass match, which get the Vaudevillains a win. I'm still
Nice.
not sure if the vaudevillains are supposed to be heels or faces.
Their heels.
They get babyface reactions, but their theme
So
song
did the
gives them the heel.
so did the Ascension. But guess what?
Yeah.
The Ascension are heels.
All right. Sami Zayn is backstage and he trashes Titus O'Neil for being in a feud with a bunny, even though we haven't seen that feud for a couple weeks now.
Because Adam Rose sucks.
This segment was obviously taped along with his comments about Tyson Kidd last week, and I actually didn't bother hiding that. Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks, in which was a nice match, nice little match.
And we heard you going, Becky Lynch is my new waifu, guys.
She is.
Except for Candice, who's now off the market.
Nah,
Yep.
she's not off the market until that wedding happens.
She is
Don't
off
worry.
the market. She's engaged to Johnny Gargano.
That could be a commitment ring.
There's gonna be
She's
a
off
fun
the
in that
market.
oven by the end of the year.
Greg,
That could be a commitment ring.
who she's committed to? Johnny
Hey.
Gargano.
There's a lot of people who end up being fiancés and don't end up getting married. They break up.
Greg,
There's a lot of
Greg,
people who do that.
Greg,
There's a lot of people who do
stop
that.
Greg.
lying to yourself.
Anyway, Sasha Banks gets the win with
You are not going to have happiness, Greg.
with a Sid
Nope.
crossface.
Let's just say Greg hates CM Punk for taking his AJ away. Now he's going to hate Johnny Gargano.
I hated Johnny Gargano before he even started dating Candice LeRae. He just has a very punchable face.
Johnny
You have
Gargano is the best.
You have a legit reason to hate him now.
Yeah.
Anyways,
People trying to push different faces.
Titus O'Neil versus Sami Zayn, and man, what to say about this? Titus O'Neil just annihilated Zayn. Zayn got some nice comeback times, but at the end, Titus O'Neil
Because
just takes him out. He hits the sky high on Zayn for a clean victory, by the way.
D'Lo Brown?
No Adrian Neville in sight, but O'Neil was going to attack Zayn, but Adrian Neville comes out to make the save and close the show.
So that means Adrian Neville was in sight.
What?
You said no Adrian Neville in sight.
Yeah, during the match. After the match, he came in and made the save. Listen to me, Mike.
He was still in plain sight, Greg.
Yeah, technically he showed up.
But I said he wasn't in plain sight during the match.
If he wasn't in sight, he wouldn't be out there at all, Gregory.
Oh.
I'm so close to kick Mike out of this fucking car right now.
Are you?
So close.
Are you gonna get to record the pay-per-view show?
You are so fucking annoying right now.
You gonna get to record the show in 2 weeks?
John.
Yeah, okay.
I'll give him the program.
on
Man, I can't wait for the two-person podcast with John and Wesley.
Yep, dude's gonna be fucking best.
we'd have to discuss what's happening.
Yeah.
Maybe nothing but racist jokes.
Going in. Let's get back onto wrestling track. Let's get back on the wrestling track.
Calm
We're
down.
gonna talk about
down,
TNA Bound for Glory
We
2004.
got news. We got news, apparently.
What news?
Apparently Justin Roberts has been released.
What?
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 Guess
Justin
who's going
Roberts?
to TNA?
Source?
I don't know. Apparently this has been...
Oh, wait, I'm thinking.
Wow.
I was thinking of Josh Matthews. I get those two mixed up all the time. He was released earlier. That's a surprise. He's a regular. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
We will talk about
Who's
it.
gonna do the announcing now?
JoJo.
Lillian, I guess?
Yeah.
Wait. So you cut your number one ring announcer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
I guess this is WWE's decision. I don't know.
That's their number one ring announcer.
Do you know who they're gonna get to replace him?
Tony
This
Khan.
guy.
JoJo.
Yep.
Oh, God.
JoJo Offerman.
What happens to the report a month ago that they were getting rid of Lily and Tony Chimmel too?
Well, I bet Chimmel is
don't
going to be
see how
doing
reports
some
are this
work now.
I don't want to hear Tony Chimmel on Raw, please.
I do.
Yeah, his voice.
Coming down to
is
the
just-
eye.
Rated R. Superstar.
Superstar.
His voice is just meh.
Okay, let's get into TNA Bound for Glory 2014. Getting a little sidetracked here. We start off with Minoru Tanaka versus Manic, in which I felt was a very good match. They build up on commentary with Tanae and Taz, who were in studio, I believe doing it live, even though the show was taped.
And that they will.
They build up the fact that Manic was trained by Tanaka. Trained or was like a mentor. Tanaka was his mentor.
Tanaka was done.
Yeah, so it was a really good match, back and forth. Tanaka got the win at the end. I think Manic was supposed to be the heel of the match, but he was getting more of a babyface reaction than Tanaka was.
That crowd was pro TNA the entire night.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was weird.
We kept on thinking that that their crowd was mocking us, because they kept on like chanting like straight American chants.
We want Deborah.
The random "This is awesome" chants.
This is awesome.
TNA.
Yeah, TNA chants. It was crazy. That's probably my favorite crowd this year.
Joe's gonna kill you.
It sounded like they were saying TRA instead of TNA.
Oh, because they're Asian, right? They got an accent.
I did like how they were saying taboo instead of table. That was kind of funny.
We want table.
Get the tables.
Alright, we got Ethan Carter III versus
Yawn.
Ryota Hama, who is a sumo wrestler, I think. He retired from sumo wrestling and he became a wrestler in Wrestle One and a couple other places.
If he's not Akibono, I don't care.
He looks like a big Rikishi.
But Greg, it's been 1 year of EC3. It's been 1 year of the undefeated streak.
Yeah.
It's been 1 year of the most boring wrestler in TNA.
Shut up, John.
It's Mr. Anderson.
Yeah, it is. Get it straight.
Right,
Ethan Carter III gets the win over Hama.
Rockstar Spud is the Shawn Michaels of that team.
Yeah, he is.
MVP.
They weren't even a team.
EC3 is the Marty Jannetty of that group.
You think Rockstar Spud is gonna end up going to like WWE?
Yeah, Rockstar Spud deserves a bigger push than EC3 ever did.
MVP goes against former WWE superstar Kazuma Sakamoto, who was Tenzai's ring boy, I would guess.
Handler.
Handler.
Mike Tenay. Let's bring this up.
What about Mike Tenay?
Hey guys, this is Mike Tenay here. We're gonna bring up Sakamoto's history with Tensai and WWE. Don't forget MVP was IWGP Intercontinental Champion. I know my history.
The first IWGP Intercontinental Champion.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike Tenay. Thanks for telling us the obvious.
MVP won that match against Sakamoto. Samoa
The
Joe.
shining boot.
We go into the triple threat match. 3-way for the X Division Championship. Samoa Joe versus Low-Ki and Kaz Hayashi.
Which was fantastic, and fuck everyone who kept making fun of Low-Ki.
Who was making fun of Low-Ki?
Fucking Twitter.
What were they saying?
They're fucking calling him a midget.
Oh yeah, people don't like Low-Ki.
Yeah, because they're assholes. Oh, and Woo. Woo was shitting all over him.
Were they?
This is your first problem. His first problem is you read Woo chat.
I try not to, Mike. It's really hard.
Full screen the screen next time.
Well, I like to go to other stuff, Mike.
The second problem...
Get a second monitor.
I like to do things.
Yeah. I like to multitask.
The second problem you had was taking Twitter seriously.
I didn't take it seriously. I was just getting pissed off by what it was saying.
You were taking it seriously.
Shush.
Why is Twitter being made on okay?
Yeah, well, it pissed me off. I was like, you dumb bastards.
Anyways, this was a great match. I felt this was probably the best match of the night. Would you say that, John? Clearly.
I don't know what other match you would consider to be a great match.
Clearly the best match of the night was Havoc Velvet Sky.
Mm-hmm.
That was 10 out of 10.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
We have Samoa Joe retains his title, but if you know what the spoilers are for TNA, That's not gonna last long.
And he gives a sweet speech afterwards, which was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was a great speech.
Oh, ching chong ching chong.
That's not what he said, but okay.
Norvis, which is Jiro Kuroshi. No, sorry, Jiro Kuroshio, and Yusuke Kodama
Bless you.
versus Andy Wu and El Hijo del Pantera.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Wrestle 1 tag team match. I really
That's
loved.
good.
I was it Kodama that had the Tyler Breeze sort of gimmick?
Jiro. Yes.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
Jiro? Jiro
I-
was great.
Yeah.
I hated how Taz was getting off on the fact that he wrestled in a jacket.
Oh yeah, I think both of them were going off on that.
They were like, "Oh my god, he's wrestling in a jacket."
How the hell
They're
he wrestling in a
crazy.
jacket?
They're
crazy.
crazy. He's crazy.
Those crazy chinks.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Team 3D, Bully Ray and Devon.
Eh.
Abyss and Tommy Dreamer, hardcore tag match.
Tommy Dreamer doing his fucking best impression
Was
of
it-
Terry Funk.
Was that really a hardcore match? It didn't get hardcore till the end.
They used the bell in some funny spots, quote unquote.
That really wasn't advertised as a hardcore match.
But they were hardcore nonetheless.
Yeah, it
towards
was
the
a
end.
quote unquote hardcore legends match.
They had the thumbtack spot, which I thought Abyss went face first into the thumbtacks, and I was afraid that one of his eyes was gonna get poked.
That'd be
Okay.
fine.
Abyss is not a hardcore legend either, by the way, so I don't know why they were considering him one.
Yeah.
Havoc versus Velvet Sky. Havoc is champion.
This is my best match ever.
Mike, how'd you like this match?
Yeah, it was great.
I vote we ban Mike.
How are people listening to the podcast supposed to understand your sarcasm?
Starcasm.
Sarcasm.
They should know
I'm
how
sorry.
I am, but they should have listened to the show long enough to know how I am by now.
Yeah, we have longtime listeners on the show.
If they haven't listened to
We
the
do?
show,
All two of them.
if they haven't listened to the show,
Yeah, we
that's
Wesley.
will you
Yeah.
shut up? If
I'm
they
a
haven't-
long time listener, first time caller.
If they haven't listened to the show long enough up until this point, they should know I'm very sarcastic.
Mike just swims in sarcasm.
He's very sarcastic. He's very unfunny. The
well,
great
I get-
Muda
I get it-
and-
I get it from you. And
That's
Doug.
fucking cool.
The Great Muda and Tajiri versus
Oh,
James
man.
Storm
No,
and
no,
the
no,
Great
no,
Sonata.
no. We're going back to that Havoc versus Velvet Sky thing. I have one thing to say.
All right, John.
Get it, John.
The finish, quote unquote, the reason why Taz and Tanae were confused by it is because that apparently wasn't supposed to be the finish.
Really?
Velvet randomly tapped to make Havoc look bad.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Well, Velvet Sky sucks, so
Well-
what did you expect?
No, I think Spiller is just a really bad.
Spiller?
Isn't that the referee's name?
You mean Stifler?
Stifler.
Yes,
CJ Spiller?
Is it Spiller or Stifler?
It's
I just
Stifler.
said it's Stifler.
Bueller.
it's Rockstar stuff.
Well, Stifler is a really terrible referee, and I don't know why they have him. He fucks up all the time.
Because his name is Stifler, that's why.
Great Muda Tajiri, James Storm, Great Sonata.
This was a good match, mainly for the fact that James Storm got his stuff kicked in.
Yeah.
Aw.
Wesley, you're a Tajiri mark.
Goddamn right I am.
How'd you like this match?
I fucking loved this match. I fucking marked out the entire time.
Great Muda and
I mean,
Tajiri. What, John?
I'll just agree and say this was one of the worst main event matches I've ever seen a company put on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Want to give your thoughts on it? I cannot remember Bound for Glory yet. Like, I remember watching it, I just don't remember what happened.
And literally it was like Tajiri and Sonata were going to do stuff, and then Great Muta's like, no, we have to slow it down so I don't look bad.
All I know is Tajiri had blue face for like half the match.
Yes.
Because of the blue mist.
And Great Muda and Tajiri won that match to close Bound for Glory. I don't think they had like an extra match after this.
They
That
had
was-
Manic come out, and then Team 3D came out.
Yeah. And after Team 3, oh no, was that segment before? Was that segment during their after their tag match or
It was
after?
apparently
after that tag match.
It was after
Yeah.
the tag match. So apparently, what happened after the tag match, Team 3D versus Abyss Tommy Dreamer, it wasn't shown. TNA edited it out, but Bully Ray grabbed the Bullet Club shirt and just ripped it up. And I think they're calling out the Bullet Club essentially. I think they're going to be going to New Japan, going after those IWGP tag titles, which they've won before.
Bullet Clubber.
Dude, you mean Burritt Crub?
I'm disappointed that the
Or a
Bullet,
crubber.
I'm disappointed that the Bullet Club isn't going to be. Team 3D isn't going to be Team Bullet 3D.
Well,
3D Bullet.
with Jeff Jarrett running the show now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Jeff Jarrett is now apparently the chairman of Bullet Club.
Which is awful.
So that pretty much kills off what the Bullet Club was all about.
Yeah. And speaking of Bullet Club, John, you watched King of Pro Wrestling. I am going to be watching it this week. Just quick thoughts about the show. What did you like, dislike?
I really enjoyed the triple threat tag team match of Young Bucks versus Forever Hooligans versus Time Splitters.
Yeah.
That's to be expected.
Yeah. That was the opening, right?
Nope.
No?
That was the last show before the intermission.
Oh, okay.
Can we get different tag teams for the junior heavyweight tag titles, please?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Like Taka and Tachi, or some
They're
other
not in-
guys.
they're not- No,
Yeah, they are.
they're stuck in their mortal battle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're still junior heavyweights.
Like
I did watch the El Desperado Taguchi match, and
Fuck that match.
10 out 10 to Taga and Tachi, because their interferences are the fucking best. That's all. They have the best. They have the best interference skits in professional wrestling.
Like, can we get Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi to go after the time splitters for the belts?
Well, Kenny Omega.
was not on this show.
Didn't who called them out? I heard someone called out. Was it Desperado?
El Desperado.
Um.
For no reason. I also really enjoyed Okada versus Nato. And the first comment I made about it when I told Greg that, it's like, is you just saying that because you're a NATO mark?
Well, John. You
He has
can't.
good matches.
I
has good
understand.
He looks like a retard, I know.
You leave still got the-
I've kind of got past that now.
I
Woo,
can't.
woo. I want to point out that the greatest thing is seeing Wu flip from absolutely despising NATO to wanting him to win because Okada came out looking like he belongs in an anime.
Really?
He put purple tips in his hair.
Oh, Okada.
He also
Okada!
looked like he put makeup on.
Hasn't he had like some red hair dye on before?
Yes. In fact, he had a red hair dye the last time he faced the man who won the IWGP Heavyweight Championship,
Your favorite
Hiroshi
wrestler?
Tanahashi.
Your
Yeah.
favorite wrestler in mine.
Woo's just fucking stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Woo-tards. Come on.
That's why Big Fish gets along with them so well. They're stupid.
Oh, fucking calling out Big Fish.
Here. I love you, Woo, but you can be
I don't.
difficult at times.
Yeah.
Wait. I
I
don't
love you,
love Wu at
Swerve
all.
Face.
Yeah.
I
And
love.
now it's now Woo Corner with Gregory.
So yeah,
Guys, this week in the Woo community, somebody got called a faggot.
The
now,
gay community.
when it comes to the gay community,
why
are we doing Dr. Phil? So you called him a faggot, and he responded by giving you a Cena gift.
What does that mean exactly to you?
Apparently, I probably should be talking about this on the podcast. Swerve Face is getting some shit for being an actual human being and not being an idiot. Thank you, Swerve Face.
Anyways, dirt sheets.
WWE.
That's
Right now, Dirt
that.
Sheets with Gregory.
Sean's pubic
as
hair
you guys
really
heard
thick.
earlier. We broke the news.
And that is Dirt Sheets with Gregory.
Yes.
We broke the news. Justin Roberts has officially been terminated from the WWE. Apparently, they ended up not wanting to renew his contract.
Wait, I can't wait for Lillian Garcia to botch all the ring announcing on Monday Raw. I can't wait.
And now the
Okay.
so now the two announcers that they have are Lillian Garcia and Tony Chimmel and Howard Finkel whenever the fuck he
Yeah.
wants to come on.
Think we're
And-
never doing the
And if you look
again.
at NXT,
Is it being
Jojo
fair?
Offerman.
Yeah, JoJo Offerman.
Hashtag
got
let's
it.
go Jojo.
I got it. I know who can replace Justin Roberts on Raw.
Is it me?
Cole
No.
Cabana.
TM.
Dave
Sam
Penzer,
Who?
WCW ring announcer.
Wait, I didn't even hear the name.
Dave Penzer.
Oh, no.
I thought you said-
good.
David Flair.
David Flynn.
Yes, David Flair can do all the ring announcing.
And it's all
Great.
just gonna sound like.
It's all gonna sound like cats being mutilated in a grinder.
Anyway,
Anyways,
it could be
I have
nuclear,
news.
but he's
there,
dead.
there's another release that happened surprisingly
Yes, I wanna
this
read this.
morning. All
I
right,
released
John.
right away.
because this is John's BBC News segment of the week. I did this last week, didn't I? I want to continue this. This is fun. WWE
You're
has
putting me
released
to
California. Fuck you, Michael. Has released
Oh,
What the hell,
California
Michael?
independent wrestler Willie
Oh,
Mack
John
from his
with an H.
developmental deal.
John.
Mack was recently signed and never actually started for
John.
NXT. Everyone talked over me. This has been the
Okay,
BBC
I
News
do that a
and
lot.
full.
I can talk.
Shut up. Let John fucking talk, you pieces
Well,
of
you
shit.
told me to talk over him.
I don't give a shit. John, continue, please.
I read it.
Okay. Yes, it's a big surprise. Willie Mack was officially released this morning, making that 2 releases that WWE has conducted today.
So Greg,
Here's my theory.
He was
before you
fat.
start your theory, what's it like knowing that Willie Mack's never gonna be in WWE?
I'm fine. And I don't think
But is he fine?
I don't think this is going to be the last. I think Willie Mack's gonna be someone. He's still kind of young. I think he's 28,
27.
27. He's kind of
He's
young.
so young.
You
He's in
know
his late
Also-
20s.
who
Also, he signed the contract. WWE released him, so there must have been something there that's like, I'm sorry, we can't have you. He'll
Here-
probably come back.
here's what I think. He took too long. And this is not on him, but rumors of him being hired I've been hearing since August. January. Yeah, from the start of it. Just the interest of him. But who knows when he actually signed the contract and when he was actually supposed to finish his independent dates. Because I think he was still wrestling up into mid-October. You know, look how quickly Devitt and Steen wrapped up their stuff. They wrapped it up pretty quickly. Willie Mack was still wrestling a bunch of dates by the time he should have probably been in NXT. He should have been in NXT at the beginning of September. So, I don't know what happened. He probably took too long. Apparently, he was in developmental for about a month now, which means that he probably came in somewhere at the beginning or midway through September. But he should have... I don't know. He took too long, I guess. Because I've seen him... they just had that big goodbye thing for him at Bola.
Yep. That's gonna be.
And
That's
now
gonna
he's
be
gone.
really-
And
No,
so,
he's back.
yeah, now he's back. So, you know, I'm glad he's gonna be he's gonna be wrestling in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, Professional Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. He's going back to the Indies, and I like Willie Mack in the Indies. I think he works well.
I can't wait for Willie Mack's shoot interview where he describes in depth why he got released.
Yeah, he says Triple H called him a Sasquatch, even though Triple H has shown no signs of ever calling anyone a Sasquatch. Ricardo, you son of a bitch.
So,
Anyway,
Well,
I have
really,
breaking
no.
news.
Willie Mack was a
Listen.
fat black man.
I have some breaking
Michael
news.
Hayes doesn't like dark people.
No.
I have some breaking news.
yes, John.
Zack Ryder was injured in his Superstars taping.
No.
Was he?
Hurt his quad.
My
My
God.
That sucks.
Guess
And
what?
he
He's
was
got-
doing so...
Oh,
never mind.
Guess what?
He
He's got
just-
Kevin. He's got Kevin Nash syndrome.
He literally had
Like
one of the best superstar matches anyone's seen.
People who see superstars.
Yeah.
I watch superstars.
So do I.
Because
It's on a Saturday too.
That's because it's still airing overseas.
Oh shit.
Anyways, there's more news to be talked about.
Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle. Oh,
Kurt Angle.
yeah. There's all this hubbub about
Hubbub.
hubbub.
I really want to. I want to lead this conversation right now.
All right, John.
So, So this news broke with Meltzer saying Angle's in talks. PW Insider then literally when WWE had offered Angle a full-time contract and he rejected it.
A full-time contract.
Yeah, Angle had rejected a full-time contract because he knows he can't do full-time. So Meltzer then started having a meltdown, saying that literally accusing PW Insider of being liars.
Which they probably are.
Because
They
the
probably
last thing Dave Meltzer needs to do is assume under the dirt sheet is a liar.
Yep.
What else?
And-
What else does he do? His entire job is to gather dirt sheets.
Yep.
But Dave
And-
Meltzer's been wrong 90% of the time this year.
Not really.
Alright, 85%.
85% is he's been wrong a lot of times this month.
He was right about the contract in the pool match. Or
Oh,
he
hey.
was right.
Oh,
He was right about John Cena and Ambrose facing off with each other.
That was
And
supposed
going
to be,
against Seth Rollins.
That was supposed to happen next week, by the way, too.
Yeah,
That wasn't
Yep.
supposed to happen.
and also he didn't say that at all until Graham Reddit said it.
Oh, the Mets guy.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, but that Mets guy's also been right or wrong at the same time. He also predicted that AJ was pregnant, and once he was wrong.
No, that was Jim Ross.
Oh,
That was also Jim Ross.
that was your boss. Jesus Christ, get it right. or was he actually wrong all this time? Hashtag.
Dave
Thank you,
Meltzer
Chris.
Dave Meltzer is the one who said things signed with the company and then didn't sign, and then signed with the company and then didn't sign, and then signed with the company, and then didn't sign and then signed with the company.
Give him a stick.
He was wrong like 6 times in a week.
Other news that come out today. WWE Network is going to be now having limited video advertisements.
So
Hey, thank God I
So
don't
I-
pay for that.
In a press release, well, not a press, it's network support. They said, here's what you can expect: no commercial breaks during scheduled programs. Limited advertising between shows. Occasional advertising before our video-on-demand content.
and
So-
you know what, can I say something?
What?
That's absolutely fine with me.
I know, right? I didn't have
That's
too much
not
of a
intrusive.
problem.
That's
Very
not
non-intrusive. They're not gonna stop SummerSlam to show a fucking Sonic commercial.
They're not gonna stop you halfway through a program you're watching to like, oh hey, you need to watch this commercial.
Yeah, as long as as long as it's during dead period, that isn't intrusive on the show, I'm fine with. If it's just a money saving or like to get money, and they're not gonna have this when the network is a lot more successful, I'm fine with it. If it's a temporary thing, I'm perfectly fine with this. If it's a regular thing, they should really think about not doing it as a temporary, as a main thing. Anyways, also to speak about the network, they are going to be announcing the network subscriber count on October 30th. This is the numbers that are going to be coming in for after they opened up internationally. That is excluding the UK, which they are currently not in right now.
I
Oh
wanna point
man.
something out.
One.
Still no news about the network in the UK other than it comes out 1st of November. I suspect more delays.
Oh yeah, well they never said that it's coming out in November 1st. They said that they were going to have an announcement November 1st. So I think it's going to be like November 30th or some shit like that.
I can't wait for the announcement to be sorry, no network for you. just so I can continue being salty on Twitter.
You're gonna, get, you're gonna get the Canadian version of the network where you get like 3 shows and it's all WWE Countdown.
John, watch it end up coming at the end of the year or the beginning of next year.
Yeah.
January 1st, 2015.
If that happens, I'd actually be really fine with it. Because then it feels like a big event.
Oh yeah, it could be a lead into Royal Rumble. It would be weird if they introduced the UK and then there's like no big pay-per-view to go along with it.
Battleground.
Buy the pay-per-view to watch Battleground. I don't want to fucking do that. So yeah, that's. I mean, is there any other news? Wesley, you said you had news.
Yeah, I kind of have some news. There may be a legal battle with the WWE.
And us?
And no.
Okay, thank God.
We're being sued.
The fucking British guy keeps calling us stupid. We're suing you guys. You guys know how Dean Ambrose is called the Lunatic Fringe,
Oh, I see where this is going.
right?
Yeah.
There is a radio station in the greater Cincinnati area, as in Cincinnati, Ohio. They're...
Called the Lunatic Fringe.
Yup.
And that's
Really?
where Dean Ambrose got the name from.
Yup. And since they
And-
started putting it on T-shirts,
They
it's a
kinda
little
wanna-
bit different.
You can't trademark a nickname.
You can, and
Yeah.
WWE does it all the time. The thing is,
It's
why I
different.
think that situation is different is the Lunatic Fringe is a company, and Ambrose's is a character trademark. I think it's 2 different things. Like, let's say you have a character on a TV show called Toyota.
Toyota.
I don't think Toyota, the company, would be able to go through a lawsuit that would work against a character trademark.
Unbeaten. Unable to be stopped.
I think it's different. Don't quote me on that, but I feel they've had these lawsuits in the past where a character's name or something's interfered with a trademark and they've ended up winning, but usually they'll change it just so they don't have to deal with the legal issues. Right now, WWE I expect doesn't want to deal with anything legal, so they're willing to change it just for the fact they don't have to pay, fucking lawsuit money and everything. The lawyers that they have to require to pay. Again, I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. I think it's gonna stay Lunatic Fringe for a while.
Yeah.
No, not for a while, but at least until WrestleMania.
Yeah, so I found that out today, and so yep, that's basically it.
All right, John, do you know anything else that was major in the news this week?
Yoshitatsu re-signed with New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's interesting.
If you wanna watch Yoshitatsu, watch King of Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, well, he didn't wrestle. He just came in and kicked Jeff Jarrett a couple of times.
So is Chaos gonna be? Is the new babyface faction gonna be Naito, Tanahashi, Kenny Omega, Team 3D, and Yoshitatsu?
Probably.
Is that who's gonna go against the Bullet Club and Chaos and Suzuki Gun?
Ultimate Heel Suzuki Gun.
It's gonna be called Team We're Going Over, brother.
Brother.
Batista is gonna be in the new James Bond movie.
Well,
Yes.
Yep, he's gonna be a character that's a mix, like a mishmash of Jaws and
the shark.
what the fuck is the other one?
Damn it.
Odd Job.
Damn it.
So that ought to be pretty interesting. I'll actually go see it.
John Cena announced this morning he was building up an announcement at the big earlier this last week.
Yeah, you know what it is?
And he ended up releasing 2 songs with rapper Wiz Khalifa.
Which is terrible.
Let me tell you something. I listened to the song that got released today. Wiz Khalifa, excellent.
Oh my
John
God.
Cena, it felt like he was. this definitely wasn't Cena from 2004. Like, I listened to Cena's rap album when it first came out.
I'm so sorry.
All those years ago. I kind of liked it. I thought he was good when it came to rapping for a pro wrestling white guy. But this was terrible. Whatever he tried fucking rapping, it was the slowest rap I've ever heard in my fucking life.
Yo, hot diggity dog.
And it was
Balls are like baseball.
it was the simplest rap. Like I didn't even believe this was Cena for a second.
Well, to be fair, he is rapping with Wiz Khalifa. He
Fuck
probably
you, Wiz
didn't
Khalifa's
try that hard.
great.
Oh, fuck off.
Wiz Khalifa's great. You should
Yeah.
Wiz
you
Khalifa's
should watch
great
yourself.
if you're on meth, baby.
What? John, do you even know who Wiz Khalifa is? You white son of a bitch.
Pretty sure everyone knows him is white, but yes, I know who he is.
No, I'm not talking about Mike. Obviously, he hasn't said anything, so probably he doesn't know who he is.
Wait, what?
Looking up right now. Anyways,
Welcome to the Alpha Wrestling Podcast, I'm your host John.
yeah. As for that, the news is kind of short. That's everything. That a lot of news happened today. This was a big day for announcements and the things that are going on.
Oh, GFW is going to produce all of New Japan's pay-per-views.
Oh,
All of them?
we already talked
All of
about that
them.
though.
We
Well-
didn't talk about it.
Let's do pop off and botch and end the show then.
Yeah, 'cause I'm actually dozing off and I need to get to bed.
All right,
Yeah, I'm tired.
John, you go first.
My part goes to me, Region Wesley, Fantasy Football, ESPN League.
Yeah, by
Okay.
like 5 points.
My flop goes to Jeff Jarrett, but continuing to be involved with things he probably shouldn't be.
And things he shouldn't be involved in.
Like, he should not be part of the Bullet Club.
Yeah, but it's built up for Global
7
First Wrestling, so.
There's a 7.3 earthquake in Central America.
Mexico's dead for peace.
Dude, shout out to Satan finally coming out.
And my botch goes to, Mike.
Thank you.
Rip Mike. What's it go?
Whoa. Hold on. We're good. My first pop goes to me. Because
Yay.
I shoved my foot so far up John's asshole in the NFL league that he could read my shoe size on the tongue of my shoe. This is the second week in a row that I've reamed my opponent.
Can I do a bit of explaining as to why that keeps happening? Why I keep losing so much?
Because you suck at what you're doing.
Yes, but also I got my team raided, didn't I?
Yeah, to be
So,
fair.
I'm recovering from a really shitty situation.
What are you
Yeah.
recovering? What are you recovering at it?
Yeah.
Lay
God.
off the needle.
I'm
recovering,
guys.
My second pop is that I won in my other league by like 50 points.
I'm
Yeah,
so
I
upset.
Tied for first in that one. Let's see, that was my pop. And now my flop. My flop goes to...
You say me.
What?
It goes to Jerry Lawler.
My flop goes to Jeff Jarrett for inserting himself into things where he shouldn't be and ruining it. Because little known fact, I was actually kind of enjoying fucking New Japan and their Bullet Club. Because I kind of went back and started watching some of it, and I was like, "Oh, this is fucking cool." And then I think John told me about that, and I was like, "Oh well."
Oh,
That
okay,
got
so
ruined for me.
Alright, Mike?
it needs his botch. No, his botch.
Oh, do your botch then.
This is a hard one. This is just.
You know what else is hard?
Some would almost say that they're
Whoa.
potentially located in California. Who's located in California? Mike, who's located in California?
Jimmy.
What was that, Mike? I couldn't hear you.
Greg,
Jimmy.
the Mexican of the group.
Yeah, but there's somebody else that's located in California that also sucks hardcore.
There's only 2 people in California in the group.
No, they're outside of the group. But they're a large group. They're almost a
Wait,
team.
what? Oh,
The Raiders.
the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, that's who it is. It goes to Greg and the Oakland Raiders for a combined level of suckitude.
So,
Trademark
Mike,
Wesley Clark.
bunch.
Before I doze off in the Skype call, I have 2 pops. One goes to the Baltimore Ravens and that anal beatdown
Woo!
of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The second pop goes to the fact we found out there was 5 black people in Star Wars.
Black
My
people.
second,
Oh,
my-
never. Let's not talk about that.
my second pop goes to the fact that Anquan Bolden is my new favorite receiver in fantasy football. I was down 3 points last night because all of a sudden the Eagles defense decided to be good. And, Greg, give him credit where credit is not due. He assumed I had no chance.
No
because
chance.
I was down 3 points. And he wanted Anquan Bolden to break a leg. Literally. This is what he said. Anquan Bolden went ham tonight and got me 15 points. I ended up winning by 13 points. Thank you, Anquan Bolden. You get my golden football of the week.
You the
You
real
should buy a
MVP.
cookie.
You the real MVP. You the realest.
You my nigga.
Black people
Yep.
eat
Whoa.
Yep. My flop.
Oh.
Lindsay's not here. My flop goes to people in real life. Not in here, but in real life. I'm not gonna get into why, but they just suck. And I will let them know that they suck later on this week.
Just kiss him.
I wish I
Other
could,
than
but
British guy.
I wish I could, but she's a douchebag, so we'll figure that out later this week. And my botch.
Go
Botch.
tongue deep.
I'll try. I think it's it just doesn't. You're throwing up. Or you're drowning in a bowl.
I always drown in my bowls, Mike.
And my botch goes to every single sports team in the state of California.
Woo!
If you are not the San Diego Chargers
You suck.
or the San Francisco Giants
You suck.
The Niners did
Who's
pretty
Niners?
well.
or the San Jose Sharks, can't forget them.
You suck.
Your Sharks are terrible.
Those 3 teams are the only good things worth talking about in the state of California.
No, the Ducks are doing pretty well.
They're garbage. The
Right?
Oakland Raiders, the Oakland A's,
Detroit,
the Los
Los
Angeles
Angeles
Dodgers,
Galaxy, yes.
That's
the
why.
Los Angeles Angels.
That's why we owe. That's why we actually have a Stanley Cup and you don't, right? That's
I
why.
understand.
That's why we always make it farther into the playoffs than you, right?
I have a
That's
Stanley
why
Cup,
we
but-
always have more wins than you, right? That's
I
why
have
we
a-
always overshoot you,
Hey
right?
Greg, what happened to that year you're supposed to be the number 1 offense in the league and you got swept
No,
in the
no.
first round?
Tell me more why the
Answer the question.
San Jose Sharks are worse than
Answer
the
the,
Anaheim
answer,
Ducks.
the, answer the question.
Yeah, it's mine.
Number 1 offense in hockey in 2012
And they were.
and they got swept
But what happened to yours? The
'Cause
the
they
Sharks
were-
didn't even make it into the
because
playoffs.
they were bad.
Sharks didn't even make it that year.
I think the Sharks made it to the Western Conference Finals that year
Yeah, whatever.
when the Ducks got swept
No,
because the Ducks are bad. I'm
yeah,
sorry,
whatever.
Greg.
The only
Okay.
good duck was that Mighty Duck cartoon.
Yep.
Quack.
The only good duck is Donald Duck.
Quack.
Even he's a douchebag.
He was a Nazi.
He was.
Hey,
But the
Jonesy.
worst duck is duck.
Yeah, he sucked.
No, that duck's just gay.
Gay. Not that
He's
being gay is a
supposed
bad
to
thing.
No, being happy is okay and smoking cigarettes, but no.
No, we're talking about Gabe, the dick and dick, and or the vagina.
That's docking.
Yeah. I didn't know you were so
God.
talking, Greg.
This conversation just went downhill.
It's
fast.
phrase of the week here at Arc of Wrestling.
Greetings.
Jonesy, you're off on the bunch. Go.
Let's see. I didn't have time to think since I was doing stuff. My pop goes
Wait.
to.
Before you finish your sentence, you need time to think?
I was doing stuff. I didn't have time to think about the pop up
Hey,
mud.
Steph me a mark came around his house and I'll peg him.
Oh my god.
Aw.
Anyway,
Oh,
ignoring the retard. Shit. My pop goes to,
Oh, I'm depressed now.
I
I'm gonna
guess,
kill
Raw
myself.
not being shitty. My flop goes to.
CM
Hmm.
Punk.
Why would I give it to him?
because he wasn't on Raw.
He wasn't on Raw, guys. We didn't chant CM Punk enough.
He was
I
on the
mean,
WCW Monday Night Nitro.
Monday Night Nitro.
Monday Night Nitro.
Tuesday Night Nitro.
Got a double
Wednesday
on that
Night
night.
Thunder.
Double the Nitro, double the fun.
My flop goes to. Oh, I know another pop. I won this week in fantasy football, even though
Woo!
the player doesn't do a shit apparently, and it's Hunter, so I guess it really doesn't matter.
And also, Hunter had 2 people on bye week who he didn't move out.
Beating Hunter is like beating an autistic child
Jesus.
with a switch.
Wow.
So it's like beating Hunter. Okay.
Yes.
Like, to
Wait,
be fair,
did-
those autistic kids are fucking squirrely as shit.
They are.
Squirrely
Wait.
autistic kids.
Wait, does this
We-
mean
we-
Hunter?
Really
Does this
autistic.
mean Hunter's given up on his team? Because
Can
I-
you
I-
name the podcast this week, please?
I
Only autistic kids.
I now want a cartoon based on an autistic squirrel.
and we can name it Greg.
Greg the Autistic Squirrel. The Misadventures of Greg the Autistic Squirrel. That's your title for this week.
I wanted to call him Nutty, but alright.
Get out.
Whoa, Jesus. My flop goes to. TNA because TNA, and my flop or my botch goes to that shitty Total Divas match that didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Whoa,
Terrible,
whoa,
Michael.
whoa. What could be Mars Jonesy?
Hmm?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
My pop goes to...
Don't be a lemon.
Be a rose dick.
So
My
my
ass.
my pop goes to all the new TV shows that I am going to
You
sit
aren't
down
going to watch.
and watch.
Nope, not gonna happen.
He's going to watch the episodes of 24 in West.
I get to watch Silicon Valley, The Americans, and Black Sails by myself, but apparently my girlfriend wants to watch Supernatural, Arrow, and Leftovers with me.
Yeah.
So,
Greg's gonna watch like 12,
Sorry.
12 seasons of Supernatural by himself.
I kind of want to, but because it takes so long to watch TV with each other.
It's so good.
It
I-
takes so long.
I don't
It
know.
takes so long to watch TV with each other.
Well, because we have to watch it on days that we're together, and
Do you have ADD?
no. What?
Ooh.
It's not like we marathon a bunch of shows for one night. We watch like 2 episodes, we're done.
What's 2 episodes that you fuck? That's how a relationship works, Mike. I know you wouldn't know anything about it, but
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Goes through Mike right under the bus.
whoa.
The bus was moving at high speed, and Mike just got ate up by it.
I'm celebrating my 1 year of podcast by killing
Listen
everyone.
here. Listen here. You bundle of sticks.
Why don't you just call him a fag?
Whoa.
I did.
No, you just call him a bundle
I
of
bite my thumb at you, Mike.
That's what it means.
I bite my thumb at you.
You bite your thumb.
It's not like I'm calling you
Yes.
a female dog. I'm gonna call
What are
you
you,
a bitch.
I'm
You,
dumbing
sir,
it down.
are a female dog.
I was dumbing it down. I was dumbing it down to his level.
I'm pretty sure that's not dumbing it down to my level.
My
If dumbing it
flop
down
goes
a level
to
would have been just call me gay straight out.
my flop.
If I called you gay, it wouldn't be as funny.
My flop is being replaced by my Greg Fuck You of the Week. Greg Salty Fuck You of the Week. And my Salty Fuck You of the Week goes to Mike.
I thought I was going to the Raiders.
It was gonna go to the Total Diva segment in general because I was quite aggravated
King of the
with what they're
Mountain.
doing with Brie Bella and Nikki Bella.
Brain
But
out.
Mike's pissed me off to the point where I think I have to. He's pissed me off to the point where Wesley pissed me off that one time where I made him my salty fuck you of the week.
You're not gonna,
So
that was
congratulations,
fun.
Mike.
you're not gonna cry, are you?
Congratulations.
Welcome to the club, Mike. You get a piss yellow jacket and 3 coolies.
Free coolies.
They look like Greg's face, and it has
Kool-Aid-
salt written
Kool-Aid?
across his forehead. Yep, coolies.
So, at that point, thank you guys, everybody, joining the Arc of Wrestling
Woo!
podcast. I'm your host, Greg. You know where to catch us, www.twitter.com/arcofwrestling if you want to be a guest on this show. Also go check out senshudo.tv. That is SCNSHUDO.TV.
They'll be having a
Sugar.
charity stream soon.
What?
They'll be
Charity
having a
stream.
charity stream soon.
Did you say a chatty
And we
stream?
will be on it.
What?
What?
Charity
Oh, a
stream.
charity stream.
Oh
What
yeah.
is it? A chatty stream.
And we'll be on it.
That
Saturday.
we're gonna promote that on the next podcast
Alright, cool.
because it's that week. Anyways,
Yeah.
so
what, week,
yeah,
what week is it? What? Wait. What day are we doing that?
it's the 25th. That's when
We're doing
Extra Life
the
does
25th?
25th. That's when Extra Life.
I may or may not be here for that.
Well, we don't care.
Well, okay.
Fun fact: Dusty Rhodes gave Lana her name. That's
Who?
a fun fact. Dusty Rhodes gave Lana, as in
Oh,
like Rusev's Lana, her name.
oh, cool.
Found that out today. It's pretty
So, yeah.
fucking neat.
Next week is their Hell in a Cell prediction show, and then Hell in a Cell is also after that, and John will be hosting that show. So
Yeah.
something to look forward to, I guess.
I just realized yesterday was Columbus Day.
And thank you everybody for joining the Arc of Wrestling Podcast.
Dude,
We'll
you mean
see you next week.
fucking
Bye.
Uh,
Make sure you come